As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from Seattle. Dameon Pierce now to return it. His return makes it up to the 25.
They got operated. That's what they need. Tell no lies. Still up top. Okay.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Diggs there to bring it in. And it be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. He's got him. That's Mixon. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Taylor again. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stops. It's a gain of 4 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy, a lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Taylor now up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So second down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. That's low and bouncing short of his man.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. New set of downs for him from the 46. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Mitchell now in motion left. They'll run now on second down. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll send him over right. Richardson on 3rd. Deep. Pocket isn't holding up. They're dropping. And the defense comes through to pick him up ahead of 4th down. The Colts ready for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be Texans football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it after his second interception of the season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
We had it for a complete defense. It's incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. One quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Seattle after this. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. On first down, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They'll throw again. Richardson. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts get the game's first points here in the second. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Putting the tight end in motion. First and 10, or on to Mixon. Juke the defender. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Colts have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 34. Collins there to grab it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Stroud throwing here on first. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll run. It's Pierce. Down to the 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second down, here's an option to the right. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Colts would take the lead with a score. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down throw here from Richardson. Setting up the screen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come up 1st and 10. Richardson back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Now Richardson to throw. It's a race down the right side. And he's out of bounds at the 4. Oh, he was thinking touchdown there. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
They call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Working inside the red zone. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts take the lead just before halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack, because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, Stroud. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Those big guys are taught that if you can't get to the quarterback, guess what you can still do? You can get a pass breakup. That's perfect timing to get his hand up and knock that ball away. Or
Where's the hot?
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
there's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
One last play before the break. Taylor trying the left side. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Second and 6 now. Brought in right side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively, you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there at the beginning of the second.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Handoff running right, Pierce. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Has his man. It's Mixon. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you could run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fielded at the 11. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And the Colts have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Christian Harris on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Fires right away, but incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., and things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Richardson. Just gets the 1st and more. Has some daylight through the 40. He gets loose down the right side. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 13-point lead. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Oh, look at hot.
Running left is Nixon. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. That pass caught by Tank Dell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 from the 41. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
On the quick, right?
Keeping it with Mixon. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Pierce up the middle. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Stroud now on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
A handoff for Mixon, running right. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Thank you, Texas.
From the 37. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Stevenson gets it on 3rd down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 20 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he'll be just inside the 10 before he goes out. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
All right.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Pass it down close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Here we go. Red.
Mixon on 3rd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans now within 1 score of the board. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Texans facing a big play as they go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
Why, Tony?
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. He's throwing for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Texans 13. Houston.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, it's Richardson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Taylor now up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Looking to throw. His running back hauls it in deep right. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Colts up by 8. Second and 6 coming up here. Taylor again. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. And no surprise here. They declined the flag because the play got a 1st down, so they're going to happily let it stand. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Complete on the option. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts lead by 15 now. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Dell now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Oh, right. Nike Texans.
To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Pierce now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They've got to keep moving quick here. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he's got a modest gain up to the 41-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. On play action, here's Stroud. Lockett isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose.